What's going on out there, GoalChasers? I'd like to welcome you to another edition of my crazy life. Another weekend, another challenge. This weekend, I don't have a challenge, all right? But I'm training for the Spartan Deca Atlas that I'll be doing next weekend in Las Vegas at Camp Rhino. So I'm really nervous about this, really scared, But, gotta do what we gotta do, all right? So gotta keep training, gotta keep getting strong, gotta keep doing what we gotta do. All right, so go ahead and do that, but I'll show you my workout, but stay tuned to the end because I have my weigh-in results, and they were really good this week, so stay tuned for that. All right, so I'll see you at the end of the workout. All right. All right, so I did my cardio. So it was good. Let me tell you about this cardio. All right, so for my cardio today, I just walked. I just walked on the treadmill. But for this walk, I walked at 3.6 was my speed. And every 3 minutes, I raised the incline up 1. I did that until I got up to an incline of 10. And so that should take you up to 33 minutes. All right, just so you don't have to think about it. Now, at a certain incline, that speed may get a little fast for you. It might be a little too much. And you might notice yourself, running out of energy, you know what I'm saying? So, which is what I found. And so, what you'll find is when you bring down that speed, it makes it more comfortable to keep that incline going. So that was something that I learned today. And you think about it, when you're climbing a hill or when you're walking up a hill or hiking or whatever, as the incline increases and doesn't decrease, you end up walking slower. So it makes sense to decrease your speed so that you can continue on that journey. So decrease your speed and keep going, you know what I'm saying? Like, what I wanted to do was to start bringing that incline down, which would have taken away from my workout. That's how I would have felt. I would have felt like I was taken away from my workout. So instead, I brought down the speed. I kept the incline going up every 3 minutes, and I completed the workout. So then as I came down from that incline, so at 33 minutes, you start going down, you decrease that incline 1 every 3 minutes. And once I got to a comfortable level, then I started increasing my speed again, which makes sense because if you're going downhill, you start moving a little faster. So once I got down to like an 8 on my incline, then I brought it up to a 3.2. And then once I got down to like a 6, I brought it up to a 3.4. And once I got down to a 4 incline, then I brought it back up to a 3.6. And I kept it at a 3.6 all the way until I got to 0. And so it really worked out for me. And as you can see, I sweat my butt off. And some people say that walking is, with the incline, is even better than running. So I don't know, but as you can tell by the sweat, it does work you out. So, and I felt it. I felt all of that. So, all right, now let's get to the workout. Let's get to the weights. All right, now for my workouts, I use this app called Gymverse. So if you're looking for a planned workout that'll just basically tell you all the workouts you need to do, how many you need to do, and it'll track the weights you use so that you can show your gains, you know what I'm saying? So you can see where you're at, and then as you start to make gains, you can show, inside the app. I don't know if I'm explaining this right, but once you're starting at a certain weight. And as you progress with the program, you're gonna need to add more weight. And as you add more weight, you can see where you started, and then you can see where you are, and then how far you're progressing and how fast you're progressing. So I use this app called Gymverse. There's plenty of apps, and you can also get a logbook and use a logbook to do the same thing. So, but I use this, and it gives me all the workouts, so I don't even have to think about it. So being that I'm in a different gym environment, I'm just gonna use whatever is in here to do the workout that I need to do. All right, so let's get it done. And then again, the weigh-in is coming after this workout. All right.
I've been making moves and they hard to tell. Acting, yeah, I did it, I don't kiss and tell. Any nigga hating, I'ma wish him well. Got it out the mud, but I never dwell, dog. If she ran away, I don't wanna back. Only call her one time and no phone tag. Try to waste my time, it's a fucking rap. Shawty moving like a clown and a maniac. Where my niggas at? Where my bitches at? I think she tryna take me home, then I finna pack. I let Shawty do the chief and I just need a glass. I'm just tryna keep a balance like my zodiac. All the old friends, turning new friends. But they wasn't day one tryna sneak in. But they wasn't day one tryna creep in. But they wasn't day one tryna sneak in. All the old friends, turning new friends. But they wasn't day one tryna sneak in.
All right, that was a good little workout. All right, so we worked our shoulders, chest, whatever, you know, it's all good, but let's get to what you're here for. All right, the weigh-in. All right, so as far as weigh-in, last time I weighed in at 280. And I've been weighing in at 280 for probably about the last month and a half. So I figured I pretty much stalled, and I was okay with that. You know what I'm saying? 280 was good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was good with it, you know? Like, I've been working hard, and a lot of times when I weighed in at 280, I was noticing that I was still losing fat but gaining muscle, but still maintaining the same weight. So I don't know how that works. You know, I'm no professional at this, but it was working. So and I could still tell in the size of my clothes and all that stuff. But anyway, and I've only been weighing in every 2 weeks. Let me put that out there. Every 2 weeks now instead of every week. So you're not getting weigh-ins every week no more. So I weighed in yesterday, and I hit 275. 275. So 275, if you are just tuning in, was my original goal at this thing. So when I started this weight loss journey, I weighed in at, well, when I started the Zepbound journey, I weighed in at 411. But when I started my weight loss journey, I weighed in at 443. And it has always, for I can't tell you how long, it has been my goal to hit 275. And I made it. You know, I made it. You know, thank you. Thank you. I'm very happy to say that I made it. I hit the goal. You know, when I started this channel, my goal was 275. Goal chasing. That it should have been goal chasing 275, because that was the goal I was chasing, was 275. And now I'm here, and I'm very happy to have done that. I'm very happy to have been able to document this on YouTube and TikTok and all the different social media, because I can look back and I can see where I was and where I started and where I'm going. And I have a lot of goals ahead of me that I'm going to be chasing now. You know, I don't think that 275 is my ultimate goal. I feel that I want to hit 260, and after that, I don't see myself going any lower than 260. I don't really care to. So then I'll have to learn how to maintain and build muscle and still burn fat. I would like to tone up a lot more. I would like that beach body, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all have that vision of what we want to see ourselves look like. And so I'm still in pursuit of that. And part of it is body dysmorphia, you know. When I look at myself in the mirror, I don't see what I see in pictures of myself or even on video of myself. I still see that same person when I look in the mirror. So that's something I have to work on. But I'm proud of the work that I've put in and the consistency, because this is very, very hard. Don't let anyone ever tell you that this isn't hard. This is extremely hard, and you have to decide that this is what you really want. You know, I've decided that it was what I wanted plenty of times, and then when the going got tough, you know, I got going. I didn't want to do it, or I found a reason for me or an excuse for me to stop, or you know, I let something get in the way, and this time I decided not to let anything get in the way, not let anything stop me, and to make myself the priority. And a lot of times that's what you have to do. You have to put those things down that are roadblocks, whether it be, you know, eating the bad foods that you might eat, or drinking. You know, I might have, I use Zepbound, so, you know, you might have to find that tool that works for you, and that helped me with the food cravings, and that helped me with the food choices as well. So, you know, it's not as easy as, you know, oh, just stop eating bad foods. You might have to, you know, find a tool that's going to help you to stop eating the bad foods so that you do. But the drinking part, you know, that was on me. I had to decide, I don't want to drink anymore. Drinking makes me gain weight. Drinking alcohol sticks to me, and I have to stop. And in order for me to reach this goal, in order for me to accomplish this mission, I need to give that up. And I'm a whole lot better for it. Whole lot better for it. You know, waking up is so much easier. Doing what I need to do. You know, coming to the gym, doing everything. You know, I'm so much better for giving that up. And it had its time for me, but you know, as you get older, it's harder. It's harder to maintain a regular work life, regular life, and having hangovers. It just isn't gonna work. And trying to lose weight, and trying to, it's you know, some things you can let go, and it's okay. And so, you know, it's been quite the journey. It's been tough, but I've been here for it, and I'm here for more changes, more greatness, more hard times, you know, because it doesn't stop here. 275 might have been my goal, but I hate to feel like, all right, I hit my goal, now I can just relax and not do nothing and just sit up here and gain all the way back. No. That was one of the biggest fears of mine, was to hit the goal. Even though it's always been a thing, like goal chasing, chase these goals. It's all good when you have a goal to chase, but once you hit that goal, it's like, now what? So that was always the biggest fear of mine. Like, once I hit it, then what do I do? But now I feel like, all right, well, I can set more goals. I can do bigger and better things. That goal was very small in the grand scheme of things. You know, 275 was so small in the grand scheme of things, because now I can work on toning. Now I can work on fitness education, trying to help other people to achieve the goals that I wanted to achieve. And, you know, I can do so many things now. And like I said, it's very weird, but when you're successful at certain things, people want to listen to you. People want to hear you out. And, you know, that's cool, because, you know, when you're not in shape and you're not, you know, working towards it, you know, people are just like, whatever. But once you've achieved those goals and they can see that you're out there actively doing it, and you're actively, you know, losing the weight, and they can actually see it, then they want some of that. They want to know what you're doing. They want to know how you did it. And not everyone wants to do the work. Everybody wants a reward, but not everybody wants to do the work. And so, you know, it'll be up to you to decide who is there to do the work and who's there just to, you know, bask in your ambiance and try to get what you have without doing the work that you did. So, you know, again, it's It's amazing. It's amazing what you can do when you put your mind, you put your heart, you put your soul, you put your everything into it. There's so many things you can achieve, and don't let anyone look at you like, oh, well, you use this tool, Zepbound, or you use Wegovy, or you use Manjaro or Ozempic, or weight loss surgery, or anything, any tool that you use. Don't let anyone, think less of you because of it, because you are taking control of what you need to do to get your life in order, for you to get your health in order. That's priority, not what they think, because what they think is it doesn't, what they eat don't make you crap. So don't let what they think doing it, like, do what you need to do to get your health, get your life in order. Let the haters hate, and you do what you need to do, because the people who are really there for you, the people who really want you to succeed, the people who really want to see you healthy, they're gonna stand behind you 100%. They're gonna stand 10 toes down and be there for you every step of the way. And those are the people you need around you. So, and I'm one of those people who's gonna be down for a person who's doing positive things 100%. Let's go. You wanna go hike? Let's go. You wanna go run? Let's go. You wanna go lift some weights? Let's do it. Because I gotta do the same thing. So, and I like those kind of people around me. Make sure that you have a circle of people who are gonna uplift you, not bring you down, and not take you to those environments where they know it's gonna interfere with your weight loss, or because there'll be people who'll be like, oh yeah, I understand you trying to lose weight or whatever, let's go hit this bar real quick, let's go hit this all you can eat spot or whatever. Not saying you can't do that, but I know for me it took me some time before I could be around those environments and trust myself not to indulge in those things that were things that I would do all the time. I go to a bar and I would drink. I go to a all you can eat and I would eat. And I would do all the things. So to go back into those environments and not do it is kind of hard, so you kind of try to stay away from those environments. And then there's people who, will see that you're trying to do better, and that be their whole goal, is to get you out of that comfort, out of your zone, back into that environment, to get you to be that person you used to be. I don't know why that is, that people find comfort in your demise. People are happy when you're unhappy, even though it doesn't make sense. Like, you eating makes them comfortable eating a lot. You eating a lot makes them comfortable eating a lot. You drinking a lot makes them comfortable drinking a lot. And when you're not doing that, it makes them upset, because you're not joining them in the things that you both used to share in. And that's tough, but one of y'all gotta grow up. One of y'all gotta grow up, and y'all gotta get it right. So if it's you, then you gotta do what you gotta do. I ain't saying cut your losses. I ain't saying none of that. I'm just saying you have to make whatever choices you have to make. Now, if it's gonna be a person being mad at you all the time, and you just gotta deal with that, then I guess that's what you gotta deal with. I choose not to deal with that. If this person gonna be sitting around mad at me because I choose to do better, and when I say better, I mean, I choose to work out, or I choose to go to bed early so I can wake up early to go work out. You don't like that? Well, I'm sorry. Then we just don't need to hang out. It can't be. I'm not gonna compromise with you with my health. There should be no compromises on that. We can compromise on where we're gonna eat for dinner, where we're gonna, what gym we gonna work out at, what trail we gonna walk. We can compromise on a lot of things, but my health is not gonna be something I'm gonna compromise with somebody over. And that's something you have to make priority. So, with that being said, I am very happy that I hit this 275. I still got goals to chase. I appreciate anyone and everyone who's been here for this journey with me, and we still got a long way to go. Hey, if you're out there doing your thing, keep chasing those goals. And look, I got my email and all my information down in the description. Holla at your boy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to make contact with people and talk to people and help whoever I can help out too, because, you know, I always wanted this channel to be interactive. I always wanted this to be like something where I could even meet people and go work out with people and collaborate with people and just make this something fun. So yeah, if you're out there doing your thing, keep chasing those goals, and embrace the pain, enjoy the process, respect the gains, and I'll see you at the next video.